Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking, unfortunately, about Arsenal. Crashing out against Man United in the FA Cup is not what we all wanted. So let's just go straight into it. Obviously, it was a tough game. Obviously, with that Saka, Calafiori's out, a whole bunch of other injuries. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, we had a really strong starting 11. We set ourselves up well, I think, in terms of the players that we chose. Havertz in there. I'll talk about Havertz in a minute, but yeah, it's just disappointing. I'm not going to go too much into the game, obviously. Um, Look, going 1-0 down is against the run of play. Basically, we controlled the game, a bit like the Brighton game, to be honest with you. We controlled it. We were by far the better team, and yeah, they just hit us on the counter attack. And Bosch 1-0, and you think, okay, cool, this is going to be really tough now. Um, Again, toothless going up front, man. We just can't score for crap at the moment. Erdegaard's really off it. Whether he's still lingering illness and his injury as well, he hasn't really been the same really since the Norway injury way back when. That really screwed him over, I think. Plus being ill as well, he's probably not 100% over that, but he's still, he's captain of the club. He's playing. He's well enough to play, and he's quite trash at the moment. He missed a penalty. Obviously, we got awarded a penalty after they scored. He missed it, unfortunately. But then, obviously, they go get a man sent off. So I'm surprised that it wasn't Martinez or Bruno Fernandes. Both, I don't know how they both survived the entire game on the pitch. They both should have been sent off. Saliba gets elbowed in the face. That gets waved off. Not only does he get waved off, but he can't allow for a face injury or head injury. He's not allowed to stay on the ground. No. He has to get up and run to the side of the pitch to get treatment. Quick. If we'd been a Man United fan, we'd been waiting around for ages and ages and ages, waiting for them being treated on the pitch. Blah blah blah. It is what it is. There you go, man down, justifiably so. I just think it was just the only unjust thing about it is that it wasn't Martinez or Fernandes. Fernandes complains at everything. I mean, no wonder your club's in the gutter if you've got Bruno Fernandes as your club captain. And Martinez is just a head loss on legs, running around trying to hurt people. I'm surprised he hasn't ended anyone's career yet. But it is what it is. They get man sent off and think, okay, cool, 10 men, let's go. It can be harder. They said they obviously got better defensively. They couldn't attack us as much. And again, we're terrible going forward right now. We can't score for shit. So, yeah, so then we go and actually score a goal. Funnily enough, it's our centre back that scores a goal because all of our attackers are trash right now. Martinelli, Trossard, Erdegaard, Havertz, Sterling when he came on, Jesus when he was on, he got injured. We've got another probably long-term injury now, which is fantastic. And yeah, so our centre back scores. I'm thinking, okay, cool, game on, 1-1, we go. But we can't. We just can't score for crap. Goes to extra time. You think when it gets to extra time, I think neither team looked like they were going to score. United had a couple of chances, I guess. We had a couple of chances. Kai Havertz had a couple of chances that he really should have scored. I think he's going to get unfair criticism because everyone loves a scapegoat. Everyone loves Havertz being a scapegoat from his Chelsea days. All the Kai Havertz haters that have been hiding in the woodwork for the last few months or last year, have finally crawled out of it again, crawled out of their holes because obviously for the first time in his Arsenal career he's not scoring goals. And he missed a couple of sitters and he should have scored. Any other day he would have scored. It is what it is. It's what happens in football. You're a striker, the longer you go without scoring a goal and the harder you try, it seems like the worse you are at doing it. But yeah, like I said, 1-1 and then it goes to extra time and then of course, when it goes to penalties, you just knew we were going to lose. David Raya surprisingly trash at penalties, saving them anyway. I know he saved one in Champions League, I think it was last season. In Champions League, he saved one, which is cool. I think it was a double save. I'm pretty sure that's the only penalty he's ever saved for Arsenal. There is a terrible penalty shootout for David Raya. He's a world-class keeper, but that was really dog shit. Erdegaard scores penalty, Havertz misses penalty, and like I said, Havertz is going to get all the crap. Arteta's going to get all the crap. Mixed with the fact that there's so much frustration right now with that. we need signings. I'm not one of these people that have to have signings or I'm never going to be happy. We're not talking about signings for the sake of it. We have a real crisis up front right now. Sterling's next to useless. I don't know why we got him on loan. I don't know why we're paying him wages. I don't know why we got him at all. I don't know why we didn't get anyone else offensively. Calafiore seems to be injury prone right now. Marino hasn't quite cut it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Xhaka, a little bit uncomfortably. You see there's a player there with Marino, but it just hasn't clicked with him yet. He scored a goal fairly recently, but apart from that, he's been average. Calafiore seems to be injured every other week. That's a problem. Timbers, obviously into his own as an established defensive player for us right now, but Calafiore just seems to be injury prone. I'm just not quite sure what we're going to do now. We've got Spurs coming up midweek, which is not the kind of fixture you want after this loss. If we win it, it's great, but mate, Spurs had to go with extra time to beat Tamworth, for God's sake. But they're going to be well up for this game. Again, this is a cup final for Man United and their fans. This was basically the FA Cup final for them. You can't realistically see them going on to win it with Liverpool, Newcastle, even Spurs. The Spurs probably give them a right session if they got them in the next round. It's just, it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. United are no better than a mid-table club right now. I know that, some fans like a cup upset. This is a cup upset. We're challenging for the league fairly tenuously, and we're still in the Champions League, obviously, but if we can't beat a mid-table United team in 90 minutes and then extra half an hour and then on penalties, then I can't see us going far in the Champions League right now. We need to get our season back on track. We're in a major wobble right now. Probably the worst run of form we've had in about 4 years. And we need to fix it. And it's not all down to Saka. Saka being injured, it's thrown the team off a little bit. But yeah, there's no way we should be losing to Man United. The first time in 4 years at home. United are having a horrific season, as we all know they would be, no matter what coach they have. They're an abysmal club, abysmal players. But they were up for it. This is their final for them. They were way more up for it than we were. We were looking at, I think, more of a long game. We got Spurs in a couple of days. But yeah, it's just disappointing. Arsenal has a really great fan base. We are all massive, massive fans of the club. But the online fan base for Arsenal is totally trash. AFTV are now back as the most popular football YouTube channel purely because the rivals love it. The rivals have been starved for the last 3 years. They haven't been able to enjoy AFTV as much as they used to during our banter era, but they're back now. They play, fools and idiots like Turkish, basically just talking shit on camera for likes and subscribers. And go on his video and you look down, it's all rival fans going, "Oh, I love this, AFTV are back." Turkish technical consent. If a United fans commenting on an Arsenal fan YouTube channel, talking about, "Oh, this guy talks sense because this guy's trashing the club," and you want to question yourself a little bit. But it is what it is. Just what happens. Arsenal have a bit of a slip up, and all the trolls come out of the woodwork. So, but it is what it is. We just have to bounce back against Spurs now. If we can beat Spurs, which Tamworth took them right to the end, for God's sake, we should be beating Spurs, home or away. Again, it's another team that we've been beating quite regularly over the last few years. We need to get bounced back, but it's tough at the moment. We're in a tough position right now. Jesus looks like he's out. Saka's out. Kai Havertz needs a goal desperately. Odegaard, I want the Odegaard of last year, please, because this Odegaard is nowhere near cutting it right now. He needs to step up a bit more. Hopefully he does against Spurs. But we've got to bounce back, and I guess it's a good opportunity to bounce back against Spurs, but just an atrocious game. I regret watching it. Luckily I've got today off, so I was able to record a video, but mate, it's the worst game of football I've seen Arsenal play in a long time, and I thought Brighton was bad. Just atrocious, and I don't want us to play like that ever again. And I don't know, up until yesterday I thought we had a squad good enough to challenge for the league, but we can't score, and we needed an attacker anyway when Saka was fit to replace him, to cover him, preferably a player that could play both wings, and a striker. An out and out absolute goal scorer is what we need. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get in one, but you never know. There's like a couple of weeks left of the transfer window, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's it. I don't want to run too much. Let me know what you thought about the game, what you thought about the players, who have I not talked about that should be talked about. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I'll talk to you after the Spurs game. So yeah, take it easy, have a good week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.